Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to be talking on how to draft a princess bustier. So these are the measurements we are going to use. The measurement on the screen right now, the shoulder measurement of 14, the chest measurement of 34. So what I'm doing right now is our breast point measurement, which is 10.5, as you can see it on the screen. 10.5 plus our sewing allowance, making it 11. So that's what I just point. I'm going to roll it out, and our under bust is 13.5 plus our sewing allowance, make it 14. Then our half length is 15, but for the half length you are going to add 1 inches to it. That 1 inches we are going to share it into two, half inch for sewing allowance of the shoulder and half inch for the joining of the down. So I'll rule them out now. Can you see that? So I'm done with that. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is our nipple to nipple. What is our nipple to nipple? Our nipple to nipple is 7.5. 7.5. Can you see that? So 7.5 divided by 2 will give us 3.5 1/4. Can you see that? So that is 3.5 1/4. So I'll point that. Plus our sewing allowance, it will make half inch, so it will make it 4.25. So that is what I'm ruling out, 4.25. So I'll rule it out. So what I rule out, as you can see now, is 4.25. It's supposed to be 3.5 1/4, but plus our sewing allowance, half inch, so I make it 4.25. And this is our shoulder measurement. Our shoulder is 40, which is 7 plus our sewing allowance, we have 15 here. So the same thing I'll do here. 7.5 will give us 15. So the same thing you measure here is what you are going to measure at the armhole. Whatsoever you use for your shoulder is what I always use for my armhole. So I'll rule that out too. Can you see that? So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to shape out my armhole measurements. So just make sure that you place you can use your free hand to do that too. It's not compulsory that you use a armhole cut, no. So we are done with that. The next thing I'm going to do now is my neckline. So for the neckline, I want to use 3.5, which is 3.5 by 4. 3.5 by 4. Can you see that? 3.5 by 4. So I'll rule it out. 3.5 by 4. So this is what I have. Then I'll use my .5 by 4. So I use my hammer to just do my round measurements to come out nice. So this is what I have. Can you see that? So the next thing we are going to do now is our shaping for our underbust, for our princess bustier. Please, I want you to pay very close attention to this in detail so that you'll be able to understand it very well. So the first thing we are going to do is we are going to measure 2. You can use 1.5. You can also use 1.5, but for this one I want to use 2. Can you see that? So I will rule that. This is 2. I'm using 2. You can use 1.5. That's what I'm explaining there. You can use 1.5, but I decide to use 2. So it's depending on your choice. So let me cut this out. This is the remaining, because I already have my half length, so that you won't be confused. So from here, from the down part, I'll measure 2.5. That is what I chalk out, 2.5. Can you see that? Then from up, I'll measure 1 half inch and quarter. Can you see that? That is half inch and quarter. So for this place, for the down part too, I'll measure half inch and quarter. Can you see that? After I measure 2.5, then from the down part you measure whatsoever you measure at the upside is what you are going to measure at the down part too. Do you get that? So the next thing I'm going to do now, this is our breast point. So everything, all the shaping I'm doing is going to come on that breast point. So this is how you place your ruler. Just be sure that you place it. If you are placing it and it's not coming okay, try and fix that. Continue to place it until it gives you the shape you are looking for. Can you say that? Edro, can you see that? So you place it. I place it on the down part. Do you understand? I place it on the down part. Then I'm going to, this place that I'm doing right now, I'm going to cut it out. I don't need that place. I don't need that. Yes, this place that I just do now, you are going to cut it out. You don't need it. Do you understand? So if I'm cutting it out now, I'm going to cut it out just as shown. Then I'll measure our bust measurements. What is our bust measurement? I think our bust measurement is 34. 34 divided by 4 will give us 8.5 and quarter. Then from this place, as you can see, this is just an half inch. The cutout is half inch. I'll return it back. Then I'll put out my sewing allowance, which is 2 inches. I want to use 2 inches for my sewing allowance, so I'll return that my sewing allowance back to this. And I'll come to the under bust. So this place, for this place, you can cut it out like this, is okay. At the same time, you can still do your shaping. Half inch and quarter. Half inch and quarter. So I'll rule that out. If you don't want to do this, you can do this by the time you are sewing it. This half inch and quarter that I just want to remove. If you can do it without cutting it, is okay. So by the time you are sewing it, you just pull that a little bit outside, then you sew it. It will still give you the same thing. Sure you understand? I hope you understand what I mean. So this is what I have here. So I'm done. I'm almost done with my drafting. So the next thing I'm going to be doing now is my waist measurement. So this is how I always place it. Our waist is 27. 27 divided by 4 will give us 6.5 and quarter. 6.5 and quarter plus plus the 2 inches plus my sewing allowance. So this is what I have. Thanks for watching my YouTube video. God bless you, and please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Bye.